Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we're switching it up for a little bit. We're not talking about astrology today, we're talking about life coaching and how you can get your stuff together in 2022. 10 ways to win in 2022. So, I don't know, I haven't counted my list yet, but it's coming up to about 10 or so. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of come on here and, talk about some things, people all over the country. Well, I'll stick with the United States. People all over the United States, men and women, but mainly men, are just, kind of really having a hard time right now and struggling and all kinds of stuff because, gas prices are going up. They have been up. The economy is taking a plunge. Things aren't working good with the economy, and we can figure out who to blame on that one. Think you know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, there's just a bunch of reasons to feel depressed and hopeless about about your future, about the future of the country, the economy, the just things in general. I mean, the economy is a big hurdle for lots of people. When that shuts down, or when that isn't operating so good, people lose their jobs. They there's a lot of unrest and like turmoil and things like that when things aren't going good. And most people in this country, sadly enough, aren't they don't have more than $1,000 in their savings. They don't have they're just basically living paycheck to paycheck. So it's really not a good it's not a good situation for most people. Here where I live, I mean, we have a flood of homeless encampments and things like that, and it's just sad to see. But I'm like, well, you gotta kind of I can't help everybody. I mean, through doing these videos, I hope I help somebody. But it's such a sad state to see. But anyway, like most people, the mentality of most people is just to work a nine to five. In the past, my mom's generation and the generation before her, my parents' generation and my grandparents' generation, you could get away with working 9 to 5 easy. You could do that pretty easy, and guess what? You would have enough to sustain yourself. You would have enough to buy maybe your own home, and or at least a good apartment, and you could put food on the table for people and things like that. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that changes: inflation. So who can we blame about that? you know, um, so, I mean, things have changed, times have really changed, and the elite, whoever you want to call them, you know who they are. They have made it incredibly difficult for just an average person to survive on their own without needing any kind of, government assistance, or working even harder, picking up a second job, a side hustle, something like that. Excuse me. And yeah, so really it's like all about, you know, what can you do to survive. So, you know, it's like I said, it's become increasingly difficult to like make money and survive and, you know, have enough to just live. So, you know, what I encourage all people to do, but I really want to reach out to young men. You know, it's tough. So, you know, if you're just coming into like adulthood and working and being on your own, the struggle can be really tough. So here's the tips for you. All right. So the first tip is think about what you want to do. What inspires you? What motivates you? What gets you fired up? I mean, it's, you know, it can be anything. It can be surfing, it can be artistry, like painting, it can be making music, it can be anything, really. I mean, some people are happy, you know, helping others, maybe being a life insurance agent or something like that. But you know, whatever works for you. I mean, just the main thing is do what you love. So we want to figure out what it is that we love, what it is that makes us happy, what it is that inspires us, motivates us, gets us, you know, passionate. And then, you know, we capitalize on that. So one of the rules of the universe is that it has no choice but to support us when we are pursuing our passions in life. And um, so when we actually take action on our passions and what we want to pursue and things like that, then things come into place. You know, we, you know, slowly, it, like, you know, helps us. So, you know, the universe can take care of us. So, anyway, so then the second tip is just going out and like actually, you know, turning that passion into a business. So, you know, you know, finding, you know, like my teacher says, you know, doing what I would do anyway, and then making money from that. So, you know, if you are, you know, passionate about making music, then you could, you know, become a music artist, put your stuff on whatever, SoundCloud or, you know, whatever. But the thing is, you gotta do something, like make your passion into a business. The third tip is do things every day that accelerate your business. So, you know, instead of kind of making it a side project that you work on weekends or whatever, you know, like, you know, every few days, I want you to make it a priority. Make it something that you work on every day. It doesn't have to be a lot, just, you know, little bits here and there. Maybe you know, something that's been helpful for me is just to write a list of things that are that I need to get accomplished, get done, and so I'll basically go on and you know, just complete every item in that list. I'll rank them, you know, list them by importance. So, what are the things that are going to provide me most leverage in the future? You know, the big things like, you know, making the website, making the, you know, networking, you know, whatever it is for you. Find out the most important things in your industry and do those first. And then, the other thing is daily routines. So, I have a daily routine. I get up and I go do this stuff right here. It's called the Self-Transformation Challenge. That's very powerful. And it combines yoga, qigong, and meditation. It's super powerful. Like the morning routine that you can see me doing there gets me energized for the day so I can actually be more productive and do more things. So we have that. So, actually, going out there and, having something that you do every day that empowers you is really helpful. And then we have, taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, taking care of your body, not eating crappy food. That all helps with your energy levels, your mental clarity, and things like that. That's an important part of it, is, being the best version of you that you can be. So, putting energy into your business and things like that, but then also, putting energy into your health and your energy and things like that. And, another tip, the other part of this is, doing things that are healthy for you, but also, just removing all the negative, time in your day. So, for example, like removing all the downtime, removing all the time that you are spending, on your phone, looking at TikTok, looking at, whatever the hub, whatever it is for you. Those are wastes of time. So you actually have more time than you think you do. It's just a matter of reducing the amount of time that we spend on our BS and maximizing the time that we spend leveraging our time for our business. So, business development and things like that. So, it's hard out here. So, because everything is pulling away from our attention. Like our attention is stretched so thin, and if you've kind of gotten yourself into a place where you just put all your time, energy, attention into something that's not benefiting you, into something that's just wasting your time, wasting your energy, wasting your attention span, then that's not a good thing. So we need to optimize and really think about how much time we're spending doing things like that. So so I mean, most people actually spend a lot of time just scrolling on their phone and stuff like that. And the other thing is becoming a creator. So becoming proactive, becoming creating something, whether that's your own business, or creating a sustainable business or something like that, but creating something rather than consuming. So this is another big switch that we need to make, going from consumers, watching everybody else's content, consuming that and letting that take up the majority of our time, to being creators, to being, people who make content, make music, make videos, make, all that stuff. Because, if there's something that you're passionate about, that you really like to do and like to talk about, and, whatever your business model is, there's somebody who's going to want to watch that. And so you owe it to them to stop spending all your time, watching other creators, and, actually go out and create your own stuff. This is, and hey, everybody has a unique voice, a unique perspective, a unique business that they love, things like that. And so there's room for everybody. The elites want us living in, small, tiny apartments, like capsule apartments or capsule hotels, or whatever. They want to see us in a tiny box where they give us our universal basic income, and they expect us to watch Netflix and be consumers and just consume. And, that's not what I want to do at all. I want to, live life. I don't want to be in some tiny apartment taking my antidepressants and all depressed and bored and having no reason to live and things like that. That's a depressing existence. So if you're already living like that, you need to, get your stuff in order and, really go after what makes you happy. A lot of people with depression, depression is just not seeing a hope for the future, not seeing a future for yourself. So when you can step out of that and dare to dream, dare to, think of what life could be like, when you're, and what you really want to do, that's when things can improve for you. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to kind of talk about that stuff. I'm really thinking about starting a channel where I'll probably end up doing it on this channel, but something where I actually go through and talk about what's going on in current events and things like that, and just kind of tell you guys my opinions on that and what I see and how you can better your life. And yeah, so anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to this, but yeah, that does it for me. So if you're interested in my life coaching and my, anything that I have to offer, you can go to gebotheshaman.com and check out all my products, courses, services, everything that I have to offer. And then you can check out everything up here. So I have the Astrology certification course, I have Vedic astrology readings, birth time rectification, distance energy healing, the career and life coaching. That's something that I want to expand and help people really grow their business and discover what makes them happy. So if you're one of those people who is kind of struggling in life, maybe you're depressed, maybe you had a rough childhood or something and you just can't see any hope for yourself, I've been there, but guess what? It gets better. So that's what the career coaching is for, the life coaching is for. to help you discover your purpose in this life and to actually go out there and live it and, do whatever you can to be successful. Alright guys, so that does it for me, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.